Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Josh Gabbard. This week, the House of Representatives will vote on a bill to release the Jeffrey Epstein files, and President Donald Trump is now encouraging House Republicans to do just that. On Sunday, the president wrote on social media House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide. He called the case surrounding Epstein a Democratic hoax. Meanwhile, some of Epstein's survivors also appealed to House Republicans to vote to release the files. The House is expected to take up the issue this week. The survivors released a public service announcement on Sunday asking Americans to contact their representatives and demand they release all of the Epstein files. Thanksgiving is in 10 days, and travelers already have a reason to be thankful. The FAA says flight cuts will end at 6 Eastern Time this morning. Amy Kiley reports they affected at least 4% of air traffic at 40 major airports.
I think we're going to have a smooth, hopefully, Thanksgiving travel season.
Airlines are resuming their normal schedules in the U.S. today. The FAA says it's lifting flight restrictions that affected 40 major airports during the government shutdown. A joint statement from that agency and the Transportation Secretary cites, quote, safety trends and the steady decline of staffing trigger events in air traffic control facilities.
It does appear that air traffic controllers are working. The call-outs are minimal, and they're all getting bonuses now if they came to work. So I think the morale there is up, as well as the TSA.
Union leaders say it was hard for air traffic controllers to work full-time without pay during the shutdown.
The stresses, the pressure, the fatigue is setting in. Air traffic controllers are texting, I don't even have enough money to put gas in my car to come to work.
The news might be a relief for people flying over Thanksgiving weekend. That's the busiest air travel period of the year, according to TSA data. Experts say passengers should still check airline apps for delays or cancellations, but for more typical reasons.
I think the things we should be looking out for are weather-related incidents that could kind of throw the system out of whack, or outages. But overall, I think things are looking good.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
High grocery prices and tariffs could spoil your Thanksgiving menu this year. That's because the cost of some key holiday staples are up. These rising costs come as many people are already struggling to afford food. Jen Sullivan explains why your holiday meal will likely cost more this year.
Outside the King Center in Atlanta, long lines of cars as people wait for free food to be handed out at this Thanksgiving food drive.
This is going to make a tremendous difference.
Miss Williams works part-time, but she says it's not enough to put food on her table. And it's not just Thanksgiving she worries about.
It's every day. It's tonight. I need dinner for tonight.
Her story is like so many others as the cost of food continues to rise.
We've seen an increased need. We've seen seniors coming that need assistance. We've seen families.
The government shutdown put a strain on already busy food banks, with millions of food stamp recipients not receiving assistance through the federally funded Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP, and hundreds of thousands of federal workers not getting paid. But rising food costs are making groceries more expensive for everyone.
But for many families, they're still struggling to put food on their table and keep that roof over their heads.
Average grocery prices are up nearly 3% from last September, according to the latest Consumer Price Index report. Prices for key Thanksgiving staples like potatoes, meats, fresh vegetables, and bakery products are all up. And tariffs have caused the price of many imported items like wine to jump. One wine store says prices are 5 to 12% higher this year. There is some good news. On Friday, President Donald Trump signed an executive order that retroactively lowered tariffs on beef, tomatoes, coffee, and bananas, as well as other products coming from agricultural imports. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
2 popular weight loss drugs will now cost less if you pay with cash instead of going through insurance. Novo Nordisk announced today that it's offering the first 2 monthly doses of Wegovy and Ozempic for $199. The discount applies to the 2 lowest doses of the medications and expires at the end of March. Additional refills will drop to $349 a month from $499, also for the lowest dosage. It says the discounted drugs will be available at many retail pharmacies. Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It's 45 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Expect lots of sunshine today with a high in the low to mid 50s. The next few days will be a bit dreary. There is a good chance of rain both tomorrow and Friday. Highs will be mostly in the low 50s. For the first time, astronomers say they have spotted a giant explosion released by a star beyond our solar system. The blast came from a red dwarf star about 130 light years away. Researchers say the blast was tens of thousands of times stronger than anything our sun can unleash. Scientists warn the explosion could strip the atmosphere off any nearby planet. Now they plan to study how often these violent eruptions happen around other stars. You can read more about the explosion in the journal Nature. At the Reinhardt Orchard Greenhouse, hands-on experiences and being surrounded by nature bring out childlike awe and curiosity from all its visitors. Plants and animals at every twist and turn provides an escape into another world, even just for a few minutes. Stephanie Weaver reports.
From plants to live animals, visitors go through an immersive experience as they explore the greenhouse and nature lab.
I think college students want to have fun just as much as everybody else, and you'll retain more information if you're having fun at the same time.
This greenhouse is known to be the largest collegiate orchid collection in America. The building is split into 3 sections, each kept at different temperatures and humidities depending on the plants and animals that are in the zone.
It is a daily commitment to ensuring that all 3 zones maintain temperature and humidity.
Tall banana plants tower over the walkways near the giant dangling staghorn fern in the center of the first section. Water pathways allow for fish and turtles to swim around the space freely. Carnivorous plants and tanks of poison dart frogs line one of the side walls. The second section is drier, with plants of desert-like spikes and long dangling vines filling the space. Through the last door is a cool and misty area perfect for the deadly pitcher plant that resides in the back corner.
I think you can't develop an appreciation for something unless you're in it.
Staff wake up as early as 2 in the morning every day to start their 3-hour watering process before the greenhouse opens up to the public. The nature lab on the other side of the building holds more of the hands-on animals, as well as a space for guests to observe and learn about the environment.
If you would like to look into helping out or simply visiting, check out the Ball State website for contact information, hours of operation, and directions to the adventures that awaits. And that's your NewsLink Indiana webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anytime, anywhere, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.